Hey guys, well we're back at the summer solstice wood for another overnighter. Not a solo this time, I've got a few friends with me. I think we've been quite lucky again weather-wise. The sun is out and it's looking rather nice, as you can see down the river there. And I'll just let you see up the glen there as well. So there is some cloud up there, but I think we'll be okay for the next few hours. The forecast's a bit varied, to be honest. But light winds, but what I will say is the midges are awful. Really bad. Setting up camp was a nightmare, and that's with about 3 different types of insect repellent on. If nothing else, the Scottish midges are very resilient, I'll tell you, and they get used to things very, very quickly. But hey, we'll just have to live with that. It's one of the costs of being outdoors. So what I'll do is I'll take you in and I'll show you the camp setup we've got. A few new things to try out this time we're away, but we'll go with those. So let's go into the wood and I'll show you the camp setup. So welcome to our camp. As you can see, we've got our priorities right. We've had the kettle on and the brew is just brewing up there. Erin's been having lunch already. You'll find that she is quite messy, so just bear with us. So camp wise, new bit of kit there. We've got the UK Hammocks hammock chair, and I'm sure I'll be using that quite a lot over the weekend. If you remember the last time, I just brought a standard British Army DPM Basha tarp. The weather was a lot better last time, so I didn't need anything quite as big. This time I've went for the slightly bigger tarp that I've got. This is the DDXL tarp. So as well as giving you a sleeping area, if the weather does turn particularly bad, it's giving me masses of admin space inside there as well. So I've got a good bit of shelter down there if I need it, and also for storing all your kit there as well. So same hammock setup as last time, my DD frontline hammock, but what I have added this time is the new DD under blanket. What I've found in the past is I've used the likes of a thermarest or a camping mat to sandwich in between the layers just to give me a bit of insulation underneath, but I never felt that I could get it sitting evenly, and it used to slip quite a bit. So this time I'm going without the mat in between. I'm just going to go for an under blanket instead and see how that gets on. So we'll soon find out tomorrow if I've had a good night's sleep or not. So I'll let you see the rest of the camp setup. We've got Erin over there in her setup. She's got the DD frontline. No, not the frontline, sorry, the Traveller. So she's got the waterproof version of that hammock, so if need be she can use that as a bivvy on the ground. And then we've got Kevin set up just here, and he's went for one of the TW hammocks, which is the first time I've actually seen these, and to be honest I'm quite impressed with it. Differences being, you have still got the inbuilt midgie net, but you've also got end panels on it here as well, which are solid. The other good thing about it as well is there is a removable waterproof base that you can actually put on and take off. And way back when I first bought my hammock, the first hammock I bought was the Traveller hammock, which had the waterproof base, but I found that just by sleeping at night the sweat build-up was just far too much for me, and it was actually waking up with a damp back in the morning. So that's why I've went for the frontline one, which obviously has the non-waterproof base, but having the removable waterproof bottom does quite appeal to me. So yeah, that's a nice bit of a kit setup there as well. So that's the camp we've got. I'm now going to have my brew and chill out on my new hammock chair, and we'll come back to you shortly. So guys, for food for this trip, we've got the usual sugar, tea and coffee. And then for the rest, for lunch, got some wraps, and we've got some tuna. That one's with dried tomato and herb dressing, and some tuna with French style dressing. So have that with a couple of the wraps for lunch, and the rest of the wraps will be for this evening's meal and also for breakfast tomorrow as well. So this evening's meal we have got some couscous tomato and garlic couscous. And then to go with that, picked these up. They were reduced, they were down to 50p. And so look what we found meals, and that one's the beef meatballs. So you've got a few meatballs in there with gravy. I've got two of those because it's not particularly a large portion, and I'm quite a big eater, as you might have guessed. So a couple of these with the couscous, and we'll use some of the wraps to mop that up as well. So that's the evening meal. And then for breakfast tomorrow, we have got the rest of the wraps. Because it's Saturday tomorrow, we're going to have Saturday bacon with a bacon grill. And we've also got an all-day breakfast to go with that as well. So we'll cook off the all-day breakfast, fry off some of the bacon grill, mix it together, and have it with some wraps there as well. Also got some food that was left over from a last trip from one of the American MREs, and that's just a chocolate-covered chocolate chip Ranger bar. So looking forward to trying that as well. That should be tasty if I get the munchies at some point. And that's basically it, the food we brought for this weekend. So it's about a day and a half's worth of camping, and that should be more than enough to get us through that. Okay, back to you soon, guys. Hey guys, if you remember at the last overnighter I did, I had my Lifesaver water bottle with me, so I can use the river, which is just over there. I have a constant supply of fresh water that was safe to drink. It was great, it worked fantastic. The only downside is it takes up a lot of space, and it's quite a heavy bit of kit as well. So I had a look around to see if there was an alternative that's a bit lighter weight, doesn't take up quite as much room, and is still safe for using in British waters. And what I came up with was the Sawyer mini filter. So I went for one of those. From eBay it was £20 odd. So I'm going to quickly go through that with you, what I've actually got, and we'll go down to the river and give it a try. So what does it come with? Well, you've got one of these very soft plastic bottles. You could pick these up in most 99p stores as well, something similar to this. I'm assuming that the tops are all fairly standard. I haven't put that to the test yet, but it's probably something I will do, because you can pick up replacement bottles out the 99p shops for 99p. So it comes with that. Comes with a drinking straw, a syringe for cleaning it, because it is a reusable filter, so when the water flow starts to slow down, you can use this to back flush it, clean it out and start using it again. And then you've actually got the actual micro filter itself, mini filter it's called, Sawyer mini filter. Says it does to 0.1 microns of absolute hollow fibre membrane water filter. So I reckon for waters here in the UK, they're fine. Going abroad, I guess it would depend on where you're going in the world as to whether this would filter it enough. I know that the Lifesaver bottle, you can pretty much use that anywhere. I'm not quite so sure about this, to be honest. I haven't researched it that much for going abroad. It is only for using in this country here. So we'll go down to the river and show you how it works. Let's go. So we're down at the water. It's a fairly clear bit of water. It is quite brown. That's due to the peaty soil around here. There's quite a lot of peat around here, so you tend to get this sort of brownish colour in the water here. Really simple to use, the actual filter itself. There's a couple of different ways, well there's more than a couple, but a couple of basic ways you can use it. Tells you which way the water flows, so arrow pointing that way tells you the flows that way, so obviously the dirty water's coming in here, you take the clean water out just here. So one simple way is you basically attach the straw end, you dip it into the water, and you can just suck through that and actually take up the water that way. So for smaller water sources where you can't actually get in to fill your bag, that's quite a handy bit of straw there to have. But we've also got access to quite a big river here, so quite simply you take the lid off the bottle and you fill the water out. Okay, so first thing I've noticed is with the type of plastic it is, it's quite a firm plastic. It's not the easiest bottle to fill, to be honest. That was quite a few times I had to try and do it, and it's still only full to about here. So not the easiest thing to fill, but we've got it there. So all you then do is screw on the filter here. So that's on there. You take the cap off here, obviously making sure you don't get any of the dirty water onto the end bit, and simply squeeze, and that coming through should be clean water. Only one way to find out. There's no strange chemical taste to it. Certainly tastes okay. Only time will tell. If this is my last video, you'll know that this didn't work and I got seriously ill. Time will tell. But so far, it seems okay. So, the Sawyer mini filter. Well guys, it's been a fairly relaxing day so far. The midges are pretty bad, as I said earlier. I'm just chilling in my hammock chair here. Massive thumbs up to the hammock chair. Really good investment. I think I'll be using it a lot more. I seem relatively midgie free here, which is quite good. There's one or two buzzing about, but nothing too bad. However, Aaron and Kevin are having a nightmare, and I've desperately tried to start a fire to get rid of the midges. At least let you have a look. As you can see, they're having a pretty bad time of it with the midges. I think they're close to sticking their faces right into the fire to try and get rid of them. But they are pretty bad. I think the combination of the wet weather and the warm days has just brought them out quite bad. But I'm doing that too badly. Hey guys, well, time for dinner. Just boil some water, make the couscous with. Last to eat as usual. Erin's already cooked hers and eaten hers. And then we're just going to fire that into the mess tins. That's the, look what we found, beef meatballs and gravy into the mess tins to heat them up. And while that's heating up, the couscous will be just getting cooked away there. So I'll just come back to you shortly and show you once it's all cooked up. Talk to you soon. So that's the meatballs and gravy, and they're just heating up there nicely over the fire. And then just in my billy tin down there, I've got the couscous just simmering away. So that was a very quick cook there. So you've got meatballs with beef gravy and couscous. Yummy. So guys, that's dinner over and done with. So time for dessert. So from one of the old American MREs that I had left over was a chocolate covered chocolate chip Ranger bar. Now, that looks fantastic. If any of you guys have got one of these and it's unopened, they're rubbish. So drop me a PM, I'll send you my address and you can just send them to me and I'll dispose of them. Oh, they're fantastic. Really nice. Right guys, I'm going to go and demolish this. Catch up with you soon. Yummy. So guys, I just wanted to show you this bit of kit. Just proves that if you do shop around, you can pick up a bit of a bargain. I'll show you into the woods first of all, okay, so you can have a look and see just how dark it is in the woods. There we go. So, still bright outside the woods, but actually in the woods, as you can see, or maybe not, it is quite dark. So one of the things I brought along that I thought I would give a try out is a Coleman dual fuel 2-mantle lamp. Now these normally retail in the UK for about £90. But on one of the forums that I was on, they were doing a group buy, and I was able to pick this up for £45. Absolutely fantastic bit of kit. So I'll just let you see it. So there it is there. Okay. And I don't know if you can see into the tent there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the power up of this lantern. And I'm going to come back round, and that is a bright. As you can see, it lights quite a bit of the space up. I'm going to turn it down again. You see it's all darkened off again. Turn it up. And down. Up. Can stand and play with that all night. So, really good bit of kit. Quite well impressed with that. And to be honest, that's a few bits of kit that I've tried out today. So that was the dual fuel lantern, which seems to be working really well, and the Sawyer mini filter. Hugely impressed with that. Whether it works or not, I'm not going to know unless I get ill. But hey, so far I've been impressed. I think for camping it's ideal. I think for hill walking, it's going to be fantastic. It's so lightweight, and you know, when you're up there in the hills and you get to the ice cold mountain streams, filling up from there and having a drink of ice cold water is going to be really, really refreshing. So quite looking forward to trying that. And the hammock chair as well is a big win as well. I'm really impressed with the hammock chair. So yeah, it's been a good day all round, to be honest. So guys, it's getting a bit darker now. It's been a pleasant evening. Well fed, feel nice and truly stuffed. Wind's picked up a little bit, which is bliss, because it's now blowing the midges away. It got so bad that Erin has decided to go to her hammock to try and get away with them. But I haven't seen them as bad as this in many years. It is pretty bad, and I think we've tried 3 different types of insect repellent. I've not been too bad with them, to be honest, but both Kevin and Erin have been really badly bothered with them. But yeah, this is nice. So it's pleasant evening. The fire's going. I'm just chilling in my hammock chair here, loving this thing. Guys, if you don't have one of these hammock chairs, you really need to get one. They are fantastic. So yeah, so we'll give the hammock underquilt a try tonight to see how we get on with that. Hopefully get another good sleep. And yeah, it's just been nice and relaxing. It has been good. So if I don't see you before I hit my hammock, I'll see you all in the morning. Good night, guys. Morning, guys. The coffee's made and that's the all-day breakfast just about ready now. Fairly good night's sleep. The DD underquilt was amazing. No cold spots at all, whereas in the past when I've used a thermarest or a carry mat, if you move about sometimes you do get a cold spot. With the underquilt, no cold spots at all, so I'm very impressed with that. Weather-wise this morning, it's a bit more overcast. The wind's picked up quite a bit. My tarp's popped a couple of times and I've had to get out and fix the guy lines on that. but it's still dry. There was a couple of showers during the night, but nothing major. So we'll see what today brings. Talk to you guys soon. Well guys, that's another overnighter almost done. It's been a very relaxing couple of days. That'll be my last overnighter now, probably till the end of September. The midges have been bad. You see just how bad. I don't know if you'll pick this up, but if you look at my arm, that's just multiple bites, and that was with wearing long sleeves. So the other two have got it pretty bad as well. So it has been quite bad. Worst I've seen them in many a year, to be honest. But that's part of parcel being living in Scotland. So if any of you guys haven't experienced it, you should come up to Scotland just to experience the midges. Tiny wee horrible things. But anyway, better get breaking camp soon, and then heading back to the car and back to civilization. So talk to you guys soon. We'll break camp just shortly.